Hi and welcome to Warts and All Wellbeing. I'm just out and about to go and do a bit of food shopping at Woolworths. Got my bank robber mask so that I can go in and do my shopping, which is all a bit weird. Today I'm feeling pretty flat. Lots of decisions around job applications and where we live and what we do with the house. And for those of you that don't know, we bought a house because we figured we had another 18 months here in Geelong, and then got made redundant the week that we completed on it. And it's just thrown everything into kind of confusion. You know, do we rent the house out? Do we sell the house? Do we live in the house? Do we stay in Geelong? Do we move back to Adelaide? Do we look for jobs here? Do we look for jobs there? The borders are closed. We can only get back to South Australia if we're essential workers. And from what I'm understanding, that if I got a job back in South Australia and got approved to be an essential worker, and therefore the police would let me through, Andrew can't come as well because it's not a joint application. So it's really complicated and overwhelming, and my brain loves to try and problem solve. And I spend all my time kind of trying to nut it out, and what if we did this, or what if we did that, or what if we, and sometimes that's a really useful skill, and sometimes I'm really grateful that I have the kind of brain that can just see things a little bit differently, because I do try and run through all the options. But sometimes that can be really difficult, and I end up just trying to problem solve at 2 a.m, when really I probably would benefit from just being fast asleep. So that's what happened last night. It wasn't 2 a.m, it was actually 3 a.m. Just woke up and brain buzzing, and I wake up kind of all hot and sweaty, and I'm like, is it the change? Am I at that age? Is that what the, and it's like, no, I'm just anxious because I'm trying to work out what to do. So managed to fall back asleep, woke up a little bit later, and I guess my well-being tip, because this isn't actually about me just pouring out my heart, my well-being tip really is around just doing the next thing. And so I've put to one side, shelved the whole, big picture, like what are we going to do with our lives type question, and just gone, right now I just need to get through today as best I can. And so, today's task, when I'm like, what are we going to do? It's like, well, we're going to fill in a job application that Andrew's got on the go. I'm going to do some food shopping. I'm going to have some lunch. Just been for a walk with a friend, and I'm literally just going to do those things. I'm not going to think about the future and all the problems and the complexities around what happens now. I'm just going to do the next thing. So I'm now just going to go and do some food shopping, and then I'm just going to go home and have some lunch, and then I'm just going to work on the application form, and then I'm just going to light the fire, and then I'm just going to have dinner, and then I'm just, just do the next thing, and not try and complicate it too much by bringing everything into this moment. So maybe that's useful to you. Maybe you're kind of running away with, whatever it is that's going on about what happens next in our crazy world. And maybe it's something that could be really useful for you to do, is just to say, well, actually, let's just bring it down to right here, right now. What's the next thing I'm going to do? And I'm not going to allow myself to go there. Sure, down the track, I'll go and I'll worry about those things, and I'll try and problem solve those things. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow morning. Maybe I'll do that in a couple of days' time. But for right now, the best thing I can do for my well-being, and maybe the best thing you can do for your well-being, is just to stay with whatever you need to do right here, right now, today. All right, I'll leave that with you guys, and I'm going to go and see what's on special in the supermarket. All right, take care, and thanks a lot for listening, guys. Bye-bye.